Hello students, myself Deepika Prajapati from Computer Department, and today we are going to discuss about working with Windows security groups. So this topic is a very most important topic for GTU University exam. So once again, working with Windows security group, this question asked in GTU exam like explain working with Windows security group. So whenever this type of question asked in GTU exam, then dear all, you have to attempt this type of answer for this question. Okay, so let's start working with the Windows security groups. So in every network, you usually have to administrator permission to many different folders and files. If you were able to grant permission access only by user account, so let's we understand using a one example. So here the for example, here one is the 30 folder and 20 files are in server, and you can assign permission to one group like a account group can access 10 folders and 10 files only. So you can assign a permission to another group like cells and can access remaining folder and file, but can't access folder and file to assign account group. So all network operating systems support the concept of security groups. Not only can user be member of groups, so also groups can be member of another group. This way you can build hierarchy of groups that makes administration even easier for networking Windows security group. So next, here one is creating a group. So follow these steps for the creating group. So first of all, you can create a group using same console as you use for users, and this is nothing but just like our Active Directory user and computer system. So groups are appear in two domain container. First of all, built-in, and second one is user. So the built-in groups have certain important permission already assigned to them, and other groups you create can be given membership in the built-in group. So what is built-in? So built-in groups have a certain important permission and that is already assigned to them, and another groups you create can be given a membership in the built-in group. Okay, next, how to creating group? Then you have to follow this all steps. So first of all, you have to open server manager from taskbar, then go to tools, Active Directory users and computer. So whenever you click on tools, then you can see this type of pop-up box on your Windows screen. So this is pop-up box of Active Directory users and computer. Next, now right click on your domain as a virtual.net to add new group. So here one we have to click new, then select a group. Next, provide a few more item of information to create a new group like group name, group scope, group type, etc. And then you have to click on OK button. So here one is the basic information for creating new group of the object. So you have to give a group name and group name pre-Windows system, then select any group scope, and then you have to click OK button. Next, after naming the group, you need to select the option buttons in the lower half of the dialog box. So group scope refers to how widely the group is populated throughout a domain. Domain local groups exists only within a single domain and it can contain members only from that domain. And global group can contain members from domain in which they exist. And universe group exists throughout an organization. And here one is group type, security group, distribution group. So now your domain will show your newly created group. So this is our virtual.net is our creating new group. Okay. Next, how to maintaining group with a membership. So first of all, you have to select the group name and open its property dialog box by the right click and then choosing property from the pop-up menu. Then click the member tab. You see the group properties dialog box shown in our this type of figure. So this is our figure for maintaining group membership. Then you can see no member are added by default. Then you have to click add button. You see the select user, contact, computers, service account or a group dialog box show in figure here, this types of figure. Then scroll through the list to select each member you want to add to the group and then click add button to add your selected members to the list of members. So the list display only object that can be made of group. Okay. So you can add user either by entering the username if you remember the name, or you can do an advanced search to find the user and then added it. Step number 2 for the maintaining group membership is the next page is name member of, from which you can make this group a member of any other group. So here one is select the group and give the enter object names to the select and then choose the OK button. And the last page is for the user that will manage this group. You can provide the name and information of the person who will be responsible for managing this group. Once again, the last page is for the user that will manage this group. You can provide the name and information of the person who will be responsible for managing this group. Okay. Next, working with shares. So drives and folder under Windows Server are made available to user over the network as shared resources, simply called share in Windows networking parlance. So you can select a drive or folder, enable it to be shared and then set the permission for the share. Now next, understanding share security. This concept is a very most important concept for the GTU exam. So understanding share security, it can share both drives and folder in Windows Server with security. So drives are FAT formatted or NTFS formatted. Either in both case share security is different. So for NTFS formatted drive, not a FAT formatted, you can set a permission on folder and files within the share that are separate from the permission on the share itself. So for example, here you have two folders in your computer drive and one is sales folder and another one is account folder. Suppose you set read only permission to the sales folder and full read and write permission to account folder. In this case, network user only view and read sales folder files but view and read write or the account folder. So this is our understanding concept for the share security. Next, creating shares. So how to creating shares? Follow this step for the creating shares. So steps to create a new share. So first of all, open either My Computer or a Windows Explorer on the server. Then right click on a folder or a drive you want to share and then choose share from the pop-up menu. File sharing dialog box will appear. Next, in the field provided, enter enough of the username, like here one, the username as a pretty to identify that person in the system and then click OK button. Then you have to click add button. Here one is the add button. Choose the people to share with, give the username and then add button. You will get a message Windows was unable to find Pretty and then click find. So these types of pop-up menu show on your screen. You will get a message Windows was unable to find the Pretty user's name and then click a find button. In the text box provided under, enter object names to select, write Pretty username and click check names and then click OK button. So click the down arrow next to username to set a permission level. Click the share button to create the share. Now you will see the confirmatory dialog box. Click OK and share. It will be created, and by default share uses the folder's name as the share name. Note down the location of share folder and then done. So this one is our creating share file steps. So I hope, dear all students, you all easily understand about this concept for GTU exam. Okay. So in the next video lecture we will discuss mapping drive. Okay. Thank you.